today are way down, the worst day in years because of the tariff. So how's it going?
I think it's going very well. It was an operation, like when a patient gets operated on, and it's a big thing. I said this would exactly be the way it is. We have $6 or $7 trillion coming into our country, and we've never seen anything like it. The markets are going to boom, the stock is going to boom, the country is going to boom, and the rest of the world wants to see, is there any way they can make a deal? They've taken advantage of us for many, many years. For many years, we've been at the wrong side of the ball, and I'll tell you what, I think it's going to be unbelievable. The thing that people have to talk about, we're up almost to $7 trillion of investment coming into our country, and you'll see how it's going to turn out. Our country's going to boom.
I'm a veteran and you don't give a fuck about me. Hey, shut the fuck up. You don't get the fucking union to us. You don't get to take away our rights. You don't get to take our rights. Get off of me. You don't get the union to us. Fuck you.
So to be clear, I deeply value the contributions that federal employees make every day to keep
Let him speak. Let him speak.
services. For example, folks at the National Weather Service are fired.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm sorry, baby. Who?
Huracan Evo. So here you got a dude, what does it say? I think this is a fake. Yeah, this is a fake. I can tell that's a fake. Because at this speed, 57, you'd hear the Hellcat whine. That's a fake. You should have bought the badges. We still know it's a fake. Was it Paul Saya from New Jersey? Yeah, that's a fake. Yeah, it's amazing with the Hellcat how easy it is to spot a fake. You know, it's so amazing. So that Hellcat, when they built that car, they built the shit out of that car. They every single thing about that Hellcat is like, it's bespoke to the point where you know right away this shit ain't no fucking Hellcat. Let's look at the brakes. Oh my God, he got the fake brake. Oh my God, those are regular. Oh my God, look at those brakes. Those ain't Brembo brakes. Those are Bimbo brakes. Oh my God. Nah, man, sorry. It's a 2019. It's a 2019 6.4, I think. Ugh. Oh, look at this guy. We've got a badass here. He's got on his bumper, it says 24/7 Tesla recording 360. And then in small print, it says, it says, I'm not from the fake protest world. I'll end your family bloodline. It literally says that. This guy, oh, so we got a badass here. Got a badass. You see that shit? I wish it wasn't raining so hard, because like I'd actually be able to easily show it, but I can't. We got a bunch of these modern day Rambos. We got some Rambos out here. What is this? Alabama. Oh, he's from Alabama. Well, unfortunately for you, they haven't passed the concealed carry reciprocity. So if you're here in New York City, then you're unarmed. So I hope nobody mess with your car, because that's I don't believe in that shit either. But he's got SpaceX stickers. Like this guy, we got a badass here. Got a whole badass. All right. I'm at the charging station, just getting ready to charge up for the week. It rained all day this morning, so basically I didn't feel like coming out. But basically, what you see right in front of you see this guy right here. He's a taxi driver with that black Lyric, and he just finished charging. And now, right in front of me, somebody got a silver Lyric just like mine. GM, we basically occupy these stations right here. But yeah, I'm just gonna get my charge, and I am very, very happy to hear GM basically put out some news, and they said that what they're gonna do is they're going to give us an over-the-air update, and it's going to allow all of these cars to be able to use this screen to watch video services. I really wish they had rolled that out in the very beginning, but better late than never. So this way I don't have to use a jailbreak device in order to do it. And so I'm very happy to hear that. In fact, being able to watch videos and stuff on this monitor without having to jailbreak the device makes me feel really good, and really makes me consider even keeping the car beyond the lease. Because the thing about it is, we have no idea how screwed up this economy is going to be because of the China Trump tariffs. We just don't know. So the thing about it is, the auto market right now, you're seeing a bunch of YouTubers, everybody's talking about the auto market being screwed up. And very, very soon, it could get pretty bad, And a lot of people are doing, what is it called? They're having their cars repossessed. And a lot of people are, losing their vehicles due to, not being able to make payments, people being laid off and such and such. So we really don't know what this market is going to look like a year from now. We don't know what it's going to look like 3 years from now. But bottom line is, I might end up just keeping this car, and I'll just have one more silver car sitting outside my house, And the thing about it is, even if I keep this car, I'd probably still buy something else. I don't know what it is. It's like they just keep on making new stuff, and just makes you just, want the new stuff. Because I really have my eyes on that Escalade IQ. I don't think it's going to change very much in the next 3 years, or the next 4 years, or even the next 5 years. That might be a vehicle that they either keep around and they just upgrade it. I don't really know, but who knows? I might consider the Escalade IQ, because it's cool. It gets 450 miles of range. I like the way it looks. It's fucking huge. But I don't know. This car actually fits my needs, I might just consider just keeping it. But once my 2 years of free charging is over, it's like I'm going to be charging at home. I'm never going to actually have to come back to one of these public chargers. And you're probably going to ask, well, oh, wait, there's an empty spot. Why don't you pull up to it? It's because that plug on that side, that plug, something happened to it and it just stopped working, so it's offline. So basically, this station, from the very beginning when I was making these videos, this station used to have 6 people charging at once, and now we're down to basically 3. Normally it's down to 4, because that charger right there typically works, but something happened, and I don't know what happened to it. It got damaged or whatever, and we're down to 3, but it's not a big deal. So I've said it before, I drive 1,000 miles a month, and I pay absolutely nothing to do it beyond the price of the car, you know. I haven't had to change tires, I haven't had to change brakes, I haven't had to change oil, I haven't had to do any of that. So in the long run, it's like I actually save money, you know, because for the most part, this car was actually cheaper than my Jeep SRT was. My Jeep SRT was $1,030 a month, and you still had to pay, obviously, the insurance, which was basically $300. And then on top of that, I was basically spending, you know, $150 a week in gas, at least. With this car, $1,000 a month, pay insurance, and I spend nothing else. I put windshield washer fluid in this thing. It's pretty cool, you know? So it's like, it always gets to me when people are like, oh, nobody wants electric cars. That's not true at all. It's like, I really think that most people, especially if you have houses and you can charge at home, I really think most people who are going electric want to stay electric. I don't think they're going to go back to gas at all, especially since gas prices haven't gone down. And I like this Buick. I like the way that's designed. But that car right there, the Invista, South Korea makes those and ships them over here. So now Trump's tariffs going to fuck that up too. Trump's tariffs are going to make, you know, the best looking Buick cars that Buick's ever made. It's going to make them go up in price. I actually like that car. It's a good looking car like that. And it's a little woman driving it. That's exactly the kind of car like you think you see like a woman driving, you know. It looks good. It's not terribly expensive, you know. But even here at the charging stations, I see a lot of women, and you usually have these horrible BZ4Xs. But, yeah, interesting things. Yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted to make a little, what the fuck are you over here for? Yeah, just go over there. Go away. Horrible Toyota Camry. Always got a dent in that bumper. Never fails.
Here's some Las Vegas breaking news that hasn't made the news yet. MGM Resorts just told all of their concierge employees across all of their properties, with the exception of Aria and Bellagio, that they are being laid off. This is a couple weeks after laying off the valet, doorman, and bellman at Excalibur and announcing the closure of the Luxor Buffet. We know that travel and tourism is down. Aside from global issues and the Canadians boycotting us, many Americans fear that we are headed for a recession and they are tightening up their spending. But what's going on at MGM feels a little bit bigger than that. Multiple executives in recent months have resigned or are rumored to be considering resignation, with small downsizings and rumors of more occurring at multiple properties. This is after raising resort fees and parking fees twice in 2024. Fees keep going up and amenities are being scaled back. It feels like everyone's trying to be tight-lipped about this, but I think we need to talk about it. Are more layoffs coming? Is this a sign of the times? Let me know what you think and follow me for all the Vegas.
All right, so let's see what new little toys they got. Let's see what they got up in here. It's closed, obviously. So they got a green Urus. I was looking to see if they have the Revolto. Okay, they got a yellow Urus. And they got, they got a 63 in there, but that's that road course Huracan. Yeah, they don't have any Revueltos. They just have the orange. What's that? Oh, no, it's another Huracan. I'll tell you, that Temerario, that thing sounds so shitty that anybody who actually has a Huracan, they should just keep it. I see no reason to upgrade from a fucking Huracan to a Temerario. It's like that thing, it just sounds terrible. It sounds like one of those shitty BMWs. It's like, why would you go from a V10 to a V8? That's just dumb. I don't think they have anything else out here. So it's like, in order to keep people from stealing a car and just driving out, they park like one of these worthless Porsches out here. And the Porsche is like a road stop. I think that's kind of funny. I wonder if Porsche appreciates their cars being treated that way. Bentleys, yeah. Those Bentaygas, I don't think those things are moving that well. Gotta take a look at their sales figures. So it's another windy day at the charging station. So I decided to step out to Just, you can get out, you can go for a walk, a couple of nice restaurants. There's Target, of course. And I'm almost done. I was just getting the car charged up to start the week. I see this guy's got this blue one. It's a pretty color. It's a pretty color. I remember my mom had a Cougar XR7, Mercury Cougar XR7 with a color just like that. Like I always call that like cornflower blue. Very pretty. But yeah, I'm almost done. So I have no idea what's going to happen with this week of the stock market. All you can do is basically watch. You have no idea, Trump's going to say something stupid and cause the market to crash. You have no idea if China's going to slap back or clap back at them. You have no idea what's going to happen. So all you can basically do is just wait and watch. So we'll see. That said, I've already made my investments. I got my tax returns. I put money into savings. I made my investments. Right now, oil is still relatively cheap. Gas prices have not really gone down, but oil itself at a barrel is kind of cheap. So, if you invest in some of the oil companies, the stocks aren't very high for some of them. But I've already pointed that out. Banks, credit cards, still some of the best places to put that money. Ooh, it's windy out here. It's windy out here. It's not very cold. It's 53 degrees, but it's very windy. So, yeah, not sure what's going to happen this week, so all you basically can do is just wait and watch. It's like with some of these companies, see, my thinking is I'm wondering what's going to happen with the import car market with these tariffs, because the tariffs stand to hurt a lot of these Japanese cars that are made in Japan and shipped over here. And most of these car companies, they can't be 100% certain. They don't know exactly what's going to happen. They don't know how the future is going to play out. Nobody does. It's like I was thinking about this Fisker right here, this Fisker Ocean. I actually really liked the Fisker Ocean, and the only problem with it was a software issue. The problem with it was the software, when they released this car, the software wasn't, how should you say, maybe 100% complete. And I actually liked this car, and I like driving it, and it's a nice car, but Marquise Brownlee, who's normally an electronics reviewer, this dude made one negative comment video about this Fisker Ocean, and he took the whole goddamn company down. And now, granted, Fisker had been bankrupt before, and granted, Fisker was having some financial issues, but this was the best product that they ever made. And if they had had enough time to really put these products out there, and because they had another one coming, they had like a little truck coming, like they had the Ocean. I think they had one called the Pebble or something. And I think if they had had enough time, I think they could have. I think they could have gotten somewhere. You see this? This is the Kia Carnival. If I was doing road trips, if I ever had to do a road trip, that would be the car right there. I'd get a Kia Carnival. And be like, oh, well, nobody wants a minivan. It's like, well, apparently she wanted one because she's got one. But the Kia Carnival, you can get the second row seats, and they have like recliners, and you can have like monitors in the headrests and everything, and it's very nice inside. But if I was ever doing road trips, you see how you can see through there. You can see it. I would tint those windows. You would never even know I was in that car. But it's not about how you look in the car. It's about, does the car work practically for you and your family? But yeah, back to this Fisker Ocean. I really did like this car, and it's a damn shame that one fucking negative review took this whole goddamn company down. Fisker had financial problems, but there wasn't an urge to sell and short Fisker up until he did that review. When Marquise Brownlee made that review, he cut their balls off, and everybody fell. It was so weird, and it was funny because when I saw that review, I was like, uh-oh, Fisker's in trouble. And it was weird because I drove this car right after getting my car. I drove this car in January of last year. Marquise Brownlee made his review not that long after, and within like a month or two, Fisker was just facing the axe. It was just amazing. As far as I'm concerned, I don't think Fisker is ever going to build another car. Like, he tried with the Fisker Karma. That was stupid because it was small. It was like a fucking little ass, small manta ray looking silly ass car that used Chevy Volt technology, and that shit was dumb because you were trying to get that gas engine in there. See, these people don't get it. Plug-in hybrid electric vehicles are a bad idea. Either you get a gas car or you get an electric car. If you're going to get an electric car, forget about road trips. It's not going to happen. Because if you do road trips, you better have a Tesla, because the rest of the network sucks. The charging networks are shit with the exception of Tesla. So if you're going to get an electric car and you plan on doing road trips, you better have a Tesla. Other than that, the other networks are just shit. They're unreliable, and there's usually not enough plugs. Like, it's like this EVgo shit right here. We went from having 6 cars possible to charge at once because they improperly spaced these fucking chargers. We had like 3 people on this side, and we had like 3 people on the other side where they're not supposed to be because of incoming traffic. I don't understand why these idiots didn't just make more fucking space. Like we got look at this. All this space right here. So, in my opinion, the people who designed this charging space station, they should be brought up on charges. Misappropriation of resources, for one. They should be prosecuted. That's the way I feel about it. But that probably will never happen. But all I'm saying is Tesla did it right. Tesla put enough charges at every station. They put enough stations in every area to make sure that people could get their charges and they could get on about their business. So my thing is, either you get a gas car or you get an electric car. That plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, it's very complicated. They have more fires than electric vehicles do because of the fact that you got gas and you've got all this other shit in there. It's like, it's just not worth it. But I was driving on the road in Brooklyn, and I saw a bunch of Fiskers parked at like a gas station. I was like shocked to see that. And the reality is, it was a good car. Like I didn't hate it. Yeah, there were some software errors, but I didn't hate the car. I thought it was a cool car, and I was comfortable in it. I thought it was a good Model Y competitor. But sure enough, man, that one review took the whole goddamn company down. So what do we have now? Now, it's all GM. As you can see, we got this GM Lyric. You got this GM Equinox. And then, of course, there's my GM Lyric. And then right next to it is the GM Honda Prologue. So GM has stepped up. And GM is basically ready to take down Tesla because there's so many people who hate Elon Musk and there's so many people who are anti-Tesla. GM, they just popped up, man, and GM said, hey, you know what, hold my beer. And they just built it. I mean, they built freaking Hondas, for God's sakes. GM's building the Hondas and Acuras. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I'm actually very proud and very impressed with GM. I'm at 84%. I'm almost done. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say right there. But as far as this car market goes, it's anybody's guess. A lot of repos. Look at this BMW. What the hell are you doing over here? Get out of here. Get out of here. You on your phone too? Get out of here. Things all scratched up. Yeah, anyway. So here's a story from MSN. It's titled XRP versus Remitix RTX. Which crypto will dominate the global payments market? So it says the race to revolutionize global payments is heating up, with XRP and Remitix leading the charge. XRP, a longtime pioneer in cross-border remittance, now faces a fresh challenger in Remitix, a rising star offering instant crypto to fiat transfers with zero fees. So basically, just in case you don't know, crypto to fiat means you're going from cryptocurrency basically to a government-backed currency, such as, let's say, you go from the US dollar into crypto, which is the Remitix, and then let's say you go to the Philippine peso. When you hear the word remittance, most of you would probably recognize that word if you have any girlfriends living in any foreign countries like Colombia, Brazil, or Philippines, or Thailand, because of Western unions and other remittance systems that allow you to get money abroad. And the thing about it is this whole idea of crypto payments and remittance, a lot of this comes from the fact you got a lot of these female workers who go abroad and they're working abroad and they're sending money back home to their families. Or you've got parents in these other countries and they're waiting at these Western unions and they're waiting at these remittance centers for their kids to send them money. That's basically their retirement plan. So I do see a use case for some of these cryptocurrencies, especially for people who are trying to launder money. Now, the point is, it says the transfers will have zero fees. As both projects push to modernize a $190 trillion market, investors are closely watching which platform will capture mainstream adoption first. In this article, we explore the strengths, growth prospects, and future potential of both contenders. XRP ETF launch in Brazil fuels global adoption momentum. Ripple XRP remains a dominant force in the crypto payment sector, but new challengers are beginning to reshape the future. Currently trading at $2.19, XRP has enjoyed a 5.7% gain over the past week, driven by renewed market interest and optimism over regulatory clarity. Its trading volume of $3.2 billion highlights strong investor confidence, even as the broader crypto market shows mixed signals right now, with Bitcoin hovering near 94,000. Despite its recent strength, XRP price is still about 50% off of its all-time high of $3.84 set back in 2018, leaving both risk and opportunity on the table. Analysts like Egg-Rag Crypto point to XRP's current battle with the bull market support band, a key momentum zone between 233 and 245. A decisive breakout above these levels could flip the narrative bullish, setting the stage for a mid-2025 rally towards $3 and beyond. However, if XRP price fails to reclaim these zones, downside risk looms. This possible retests as low as $1.25, according to Fibonacci retracement models. Long-term believers remain confident that macroeconomic factors, combined with Ripple's growing list of partnerships and the arrival of spot XRP ETFs in global markets, will propel XRP into double-digit territory. The successful launch of Brazil's XRP ETF under Hashdex management only adds to the bullish case, with many viewing it as a prelude to similar products emerging in the US and Europe. However, as XRP navigates a critical technical juncture, new contenders like Remitix, RTX are making waves. As XRP fights to reclaim its historic highs and dominate institutional payments, Remitix is steadily carving a path towards mass retail adoption. Both projects offer compelling narratives, but the coming months will reveal whether XRP's established reputation or Remitix's fresh innovation ultimately defines the future of global digital finance. Experts tip Remitix to capture a major share of the remittance market. Remitix is rapidly gaining recognition as a serious contender in the global payments race, fueled by the same optimism that has recently reignited interest in XRP. While Ripple's cross-border technology continues to inspire confidence, Remitix is carving out its own lane by offering a more streamlined, regulation-ready alternative for seamless international transfers. Designed as a pay-fi solution that connects crypto directly to fiat banking systems, Remitix has quickly become one of the most talked about platforms in the financial technology sector. Its user-first model allows individuals and businesses to send payments in over 40 cryptocurrencies and receive them in local fiat currencies anywhere in the world. With zero transaction fees near instant settlement times, and an interface tailored to easy adoption, Remitix is addressing real-world pain points that traditional systems like Swift and even modern fintech giants have failed to resolve. Experts point out Remitix isn't just another speculative play. It offers staking opportunities with an attractive 8% yield and no vesting period, adding tangible value for long-term holders. Unlike the more volatile sentiment driving XRP's price swings, Remitix's growth is backed by real utility, meaning partnerships and an expanding user base. With the cross-border payments market valued at $190 trillion, the opportunity is massive. While Ripple has a strong foundation and a first-mover advantage, Remitix's its faster, cheaper, and regulatory-conscious model could allow it to capture significant market share. As investors look for the next breakthrough in DeFi-powered payments, Remitix stands out as a serious force ready to challenge the status quo. Secure a stake in the future of PayFile with Remitix. Check these links for details. So here's Remitix. This is their main page, I believe. And basically, I don't need you to help me. Thank you. So basically, I believe at a certain part, they were telling one RTX right now is 7 cents. Next price, 781. So I guess the question, and it looks like they want you to pay for it using Ethereum, or it looks like a credit card, if I'm not mistaken there. It says you could pay by card. New to DeFi, see, they want you to buy Ethereum. But see, right there, this is part of the reason why it's like I personally stay away from cryptocurrency. The only reason why I was making this video is because I saw this, I guess you could call it an advertisement. I saw this on MSN. And usually when I'm on MSN, I'm usually reviewing certain things, or I'm writing like basically little reviews or diatribes about certain things. And I don't like the idea that most of these cryptocurrencies force you to have to transfer to Ethereum. So they basically want you to transfer your money to Ethereum, and then they want you to use Ethereum to buy whatever these things are, these tokens, or whatever, these shares in these cryptocurrencies. I never like that. And you got to understand, there's numerous ways to invest money for the future. There's numerous ways. Most people would say the stock market is probably your best bet. Now, this Remitix, they're saying that they offered an 8% yield, which, again, you'd have to show me exactly how you achieve that, considering, 8% is, that's high, but it's a lot higher than the banks would be willing to pay you to put money into even the highest yielding savings account. The highest yielding savings account is somewhere in the 5% range. So you'd have to explain to me how you're getting an 8%. That's what took down, what was that guy? Mashinsky. But that's what took down Mashinsky. This guy was offering like a 10% yield, and then it found out it was a Ponzi scheme. And then now he's in jail. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, that's basically what took down Sam Bankman-Fried, because eventually they're like, wait a minute, where the fuck are we supposed to get this money from? You're claiming that we're going to get these big payments. Where's this money coming from? And that's the reason why I don't trust these things, and I don't trust cryptocurrency in general, because of the fact that they always, once you change your money from dollars to one of these cryptocurrencies and then go from one cryptocurrency to another, it gets really, really iffy. There was another article, and they were talking about the fact that these crypto scams in general have cost Americans like billions and billions of dollars per year. And that's just one of the reasons why I'm very iffy about that. I prefer the stock market personally. Even if I had to put my money in something else, it would be gold. But gold doesn't really pay a high enough dividend, in my opinion. And not only that, it's not diversified. See, when you buying gold is part of your diversification strategy. Even buying cryptocurrency is part of your diversification strategy. But putting all of your money into one or the other, that's not diversification by any means. It's just not. So diversifying is like you keep some money in the bank as cash and you're getting interest on it. You keep some money in the stock market and you're getting dividends from it. Now in this case, they're saying, "Oh, well, we'll pay you an 8% yield." You'd have to explain to me how you're getting an 8%. But technically, that would be one way of diversifying as well. And then there are some gold ETFs that do pay dividends, like GC equals F is one of them. And, that would be all part of a diversification strategy. I do not believe in putting all your money in one place because you never know if something goes wrong. You either that or maybe you have a difficulty getting to it. But that's just how I feel about it. But as far as changing my money into crypto and then buying more crypto with that crypto, it's like, it just gets too iffy because I have no idea. One of these companies could go down, and that's happened so many times with these cryptocurrencies. One of these companies goes down, poof, your money's just disappeared, and that's it. It just evaporates. It's just gone. Like on South Park, it's like, it's gone. I don't like that. See, with even these stock market companies, when one of these companies disappears, you pretty much get back something, even if they go into bankruptcy, or at least you know where your money has gone. But with these things, no, your money just poof, disappears, gone, and that's it. So that was like the only reason why I saw this story, and I just wanted to mention it. I just wanted to talk about it. So if it is possible to buy Remitix on Coinbase, which I am a member of, as easily as it is to buy Remitix with, if it's easy to buy it on Coinbase, like it's easy to buy XRP, I'll look into it a little bit more, but if they are paying a yield and it's an easy yield that you absolutely see and absolutely get, that's the kind of thing I would consider. But the problem is I need the assurances of a system like Coinbase where I can be sure that I can trace this stuff. I don't need somebody trying to scam me and all that bullshit that you go through with Bitcoin, you go through with Ethereum, where people are scamming people and taking money out of accounts. I don't need to deal with any of that nonsense. As long as I have been in the stock market, I've had Charles Schwab, I've had TD Ameritrade, I've had Scottrade, I've had E-Trade. I haven't lost a single dime to a scam. Not one dime to a scam. But with cryptocurrency, I've just seen nothing but scams. So, I've seen nothing but scams, and I've seen nothing but like just disappointment, your money just disappearing, evaporating. So, at least with these regulated systems like Coinbase, some of the other ones, even like Robinhood, and I think Robinhood's for children, but even with those, at least the regulation, it gives you a little bit more faith in the system. But it's not the way I recommend you go, but it's like you do whatever you want, but it's not the way I recommend. I prefer the regulation. I know it's going to cost more money. I know it doesn't gain as big yields as are promised, but in most cases, if the yields are too high that they promise, chances are if it's too good to be true, it probably isn't. But that's just how I feel about it.
Dating thing. Mo is different now than when you and I.
It's different, baby. I'm grateful I'm not 56 and trying.
What you trying to say? What you trying to say? Mo?
I'm looking right at you.
I know
I'm
you looking at your.
I ain't backing down. You better take your old ass and get somebody to love you.
Damn, Mo.
Now I'm looking right at y'all. Let me tell y'all what Shannon needs.
Let me live my life.
Let me tell you what my baby needs. He need him an old fat gal who can bake good cakes, make some smothered turkey wings, who gonna rub his feet at the nighttime, okay, and gonna have a sip of his cognac to make him feel better about himself when he come home at night. That's what Shannon needs. You don't need no 26-year-old girl. You don't need no 36-year-old girl.
I know.
This is your auntie talking to you. Take your old ass and get you an old bitch out there that can love you old.
To be continued.